I'm going to work. Are you going to say bye? Oh, bye, Anna. And a goodbye kiss? We kissed. Anna placed a hand on my forehead. Are you okay? You might have a fever. I can give you something for that. I smiled. I'm okay. It's just. What is it? Trouble? You can tell me anything. Do you know that sandwich shop? Which one? Next to the. Where I. Next to the store? I nodded. You want a sandwich from there? Yeah, if that's okay. Well, there is a huge line there. Please, Anna. It would mean a lot to me. Oh, how can I resist? Of course, darling. I'll get you anything. What kind of sandwich do you want? Anything you pick. Hmm. I'll get you something light. You're not getting much exercise. I don't want you to get fat. Is that alright? Yep. Great. And don't forget your remembering session. You've been doing those, right? Yeah. And? I frowned and shook my head. Nothing yet? Oh well, it's not even been 2 weeks yet. You'll get there soon. I'm sure you will. Yeah, I will. Anna pinched my cheek, kissed me again, and left. And I went and threw up in the toilet. Oh God. Brushed my teeth and washed my mouth 3 times over. I can't. I can't go on like this. I can't keep living here. I waited 10 minutes until I was sure Anna was gone. Then I pulled back the heavy curtains. Down on the street there was a single person, looking sad and abandoned. I waved at her. She looked up, nodded, and walked into the building. Hi, Jack. I was so happy to see her, I wanted to cry. Oh, Grace. We started seeing each other in secret 5 days ago. I knew how long exactly. I had started counting the days again. The big cloud of confusion in my brain was gone. I wasn't Anna's dog anymore. It was Anna's own fault. What else could she expect having me dig around my past like that? But it was scary how close I'd come to letting go. If things were a bit different, I might have kept on being a half-mute idiot forever. I never would have let Grace inside. When I first heard Grace's voice again, I thought I'd finally snapped. I thought I was hallucinating. But I opened the door and there she was. Grace? Grace, I'm so happy to see you. I thought after your message, I thought I'd never. Don't say that. Don't say anything, just for a minute. We put our arms around each other. We'd only been apart for a few weeks, but so many things had happened that it felt like years. I knew it. You don't hate me. I don't know what she was talking about. I don't really care. And I don't really care. Only one thing mattered right now. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I'd been working up the courage to leave ever since I had become myself again. As stupid as it seemed, I was afraid of going outside. But with Grace here, I could leave. I could do anything. We can't. Huh? You're not going to leave here. Not yet. Why not? Do you have an idea what it's like for me in here? I can't imagine, Jack, and I'm so sorry I didn't believe you. You knew how dangerous Anna was right from the start. That's all the more reason to get the hell away. I told you, not yet. This isn't something we can run away from. So I wish we could just pack up and leave, but Anna's going to follow us wherever we go. God damn it! I stomped on the ground like an angry child. Grace was right. Anna had followed me here. If we left now, she'd do it again. We have to report her to the. No, Jack. No police. They'd trust her first, a million times over. I guess they would. Besides, I wasn't even sure if she'd done anything actually illegal. But what then? What do we do? I don't know. Why is this happening to us? Even as we talked, we kept our ears to the hallway. Though we both knew Anna was at work, the slightest echo of a footstep was enough to make us jump. Why can't we just leave us alone? What does she what does she even want from you? I think I might have a clue. I told Grace about how Anna was trying to make me remember stuff from years ago. But it was so long ago. Anything could have made her obsessed with me. Jack. What? I'm sorry to say this. I know you always hated it when I did. What is it? I had a good feeling what she'd say. I didn't like it. You really do have to remember. I pinched the bridge of my nose. There was a big headache coming in, right behind the eyes. I know. We can't win against her like this. No one she knows so much more than we do. I know, alright? Do you think you can do it? I don't want to do it, but I think I can. I've never tried. Not seriously. Not since those first few days. Good. Please do try. Thank you for not giving in, Jack. I know it must be hard. Do you need anything from the outside? I could sneak something in. I don't have a lot, but no, I don't need anything. And it keeps me well fed. I put as much contempt as I could into these words. Are you doing alright, though? You don't have any money, do you? I think Anna's got some stash somewhere around here. Grace refused. We can't risk her noticing. And besides, I'm doing okay. I'm staying with a friend. They're a big help. Oh, alright then. So she landed on her feet. It made me happy to hear that. I'll be going now, Jack. What, already? Anna won't be home for hours. She's not supposed to. We've got to be careful. And being here at all is making me nervous. And being here at all is making me so nervous I could die. You're right. Besides, well, we'll have plenty of time to spend together once this is over. Yeah, just us two. We looked at each other over lovingly. Then a door slammed shut somewhere in the building. I really need to go. Bye, Jack. Bye, Grace. I love you. I wondered if it was still okay for me to tell Grace I loved her, but the words went and said themselves. Grace stood there on her tiptoes to kiss me on the cheek. I love you too. Locking the door after her was one of the most difficult things I had ever done. But seeing her had given me the courage I needed. I felt I could do anything. And now here we are, 5 days later. Two secret meetings later. I couldn't go on. Grace, I'm sorry. You can't stay here anymore? I really, really can't. I'm at my limit. No, I'm way past my limit. I'm surprised I still got it together. Oh, I'm sorry. Have you made any progress? It was an echo of Anna's constant questioning. But Grace wasn't doing it on purpose, I told myself. I kept my anger in check. No, nothing. Can't remember anything from that time. It's like one big blind spot. I can't do it. It's hopeless. If you say it's really hopeless, then I guess it's no use at all. You said the same thing last time too, but I still made you try. It's my fault you're in so much pain. It's not your fault. It's hers. I heaved a sigh. I need to pack a few things. Wait here. I'll be ready in 5. That's a no again. What? You can't mean... I want you to stay here, Jack. There's no way I can. Just a little bit more, I promise. She came up to me and felt my upper arms. You're so thin now. But you can still hold her down, right? A chill went over me. What do you mean? Are we running away? We can't run away. She'll find us again, and then what? Can't I can't live like that. Always afraid. I'm sure you can't either. So you're going to... She couldn't mean... Chris whispered a yes. No. It's wrong. Plain wrong. Yeah, it is. But what else is there to do? She's backed us into a corner. It's practically self-defense. I guess if you look at it that way. No. Absolutely not. My head pounded at the temples. I'm so happy you agree. I still wish we could do it today, but I need to prepare. Can you stand being here until tomorrow evening? Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Tomorrow, Anna has a morning shift, and she'll be back by early afternoon. Let's go for 6 o'clock. Okay? Alright. 6 o'clock. Please have her immobilized by then. Immobilized? How? I was already swept up in this plan. I didn't think twice about what Grace said anymore. The more immobilized, the better. If you just sat on her, that'd be alright, I guess, but tying her down would be a big help. And if you would knock her out, that would be amazing. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. I'll be outside, in the hallway. When she's all tied up or passed out or whatever, shout out so I know it's safe, okay? Alright. And then, what will you do then? To answer, Grace took a small knife out of her pocket. She turned it in her hand a few times. Only then did I realize the full weight of what she would do. And only then I did realize how she didn't seem bothered by it. Grace, what happened? What do you mean? This isn't like you. The Grace I know. I hesitated. What did Anna do to you? Grace's good mood seemed to evaporate. She pressed her face against my chest. She did a lot. I felt like I was dirt, and I promised myself that would never happen again. The knife was still in her hand. It looked so sharp. She took you from me, too. It's the only thing I really can't forgive. Imagine how happy we'd be if she never existed. Put my arms around her. I get it. Then let me do it. Give me the knife. I don't want to see you do this. Maybe I'll be able to work something out, I thought. Maybe it won't have to lead to bloodshed. I hated the sight of blood. I'm sorry, Jack. This is something I had to do. No, it's not just that. Truth is, I want to do it myself. It's like nothing will feel right again if I don't do it. Grace put a hand on my chin. I leaned in closer, but she stopped me before we kissed. I love you, Jack. I love you too. Her skin felt hot. She was giving off heat like a furnace. Are you scared? Yeah. Please don't be. One day we'll be looking on this and laugh. I wake up I wake up with a bitter taste in my mouth. One day we'll be looking back and laugh. I'm sure as hell not laughing now. That's a good thought to have. What the? Oh, it's you. Don't sneak up on me like that. Christ. You should laugh as much as you can, you know. It helps reduce stress. It's hard to find things funnier with you around. Do you have to come here so often? I see more than enough of you in my dreams. That long, shameful month I spent with her keeps coming to me while I sleep. It's souring my mood. I can't even pretend around Anna anymore. Maybe I should write about it in the journal, after all. No, screw that. It'd be too embarrassing to write down. Jack, that's so sweet. Huh? What is? So you dream about me? I have dreams about you too, every night. Yeah, but mine are nightmares. Looks like someone's cranky with. Cr- Looks like someone's cranky from having just woken up. You better not be so rude to your doctor, though. He's not as nice as I am. He might kick you out if you misbehave. I've seen him do it. That's fine. I might be happier out on the street. Doctor comes along soon enough. He has good news for me, he says. It looks good, Mr. Friday. Far better than before. Your blood pressure's fine, and the other things too. That's great news, Doctor. My attention is split between what he's saying and what I see in his coat pocket. It's glinting. Is it a pen? No, it's not a pen, it's something else. My heart beats faster. Thankfully, I still remember to ask an important question. So, when can I leave? Yeah, when are you going to release me? Doctor scratches his head, then counts on his fingers. Wednesday next week. Next week? Yes. Wow, thanks, Doctor. You're welcome. It's way earlier than I expected. I'd prepared myself for being here for a few more weeks. Thank you so much. Here. Put out a hand for him to shake. After a second, he takes it. Pull him closer and he stumbles, nearly sprawling across my bed. It's a very sloppy handshake. Sorry, Doctor. My bad. He coughs. It's fine. You really helped me. A lot. All in a day's work. So yes, next week. Then you've got rehab. Rehab, Doc? Oh yes. After you leave here, straight to the physical rehab facility for you. We don't have an important... We have an inpatient facility here, but there is a great one on the other side of town. I'm sending you there. I'm not going home? No, of course not. You'd end up hurting yourself or with a limp. Is that what you want? No, that won't do. That won't do at all. He jots down some notes. Wednesday, that's in 4 days. The nurses have been exercising you, right? They what? Huh? Exercising me? They haven't? He turns to Anna. What's this about, nurse? Excuse me? You should have been giving him some mild exercise. Well, you never told us that, Doctor. Can't you tell by yourself? Doctor starts mumbling to himself while making more notes. Christ, I really do have to do everything around here, don't I? No, that's fine. Not like you're paid to do these things or anything. How long will I stay there, Doctor? He raises his hands as if giving up on me. It's always that with you, isn't it? Look how long you stay at the facility is up to the people there. I can't tell you that. But don't hold your breath. A little laugh. Man, you're really going to milk me dry, aren't you? I bet you've got to deal with people over there, Doctor. Don't you know I'm poor as hell? He makes a grave face. The thought never crossed my mind. I live only to help people like yourself, Mr. Friday, so I don't appreciate hearing such accusations. I'd like you to be more careful about what you say. Understood? Understood. Good. He rushes off, leather shoes creaking. Well then. Anna grabs hold of my right leg, the one that isn't broken. Hey! What do you think you're doing? It's exercise. You remember what the doctor said, don't you? Right. Well, I suppose it's fine. She brings my knee up to my chest. The joints in my leg pop. It's stiff. Haven't I haven't used it in a long time. How was it? Any pain? No. A little sore, but it doesn't hurt. Okay. She brings my leg back down. I'll keep going then, if you don't mind. Keep going as you please. She repeats the whole motion, ever so gently. If this will help me start walking faster, I'm fine with it. Mm-hmm. Her hands are on me. When she helps me fold my leg, her neck is so close I could. How do you feel about what the doctor said? Hmm? What did he say? That I'm out of here by next week. A whisper so the patients couldn't hear. How does that make you feel? Are you angry? Anna's smile doesn't break, but her fingers press against me more forcefully. I'm not angry, of course. It's nice that you're getting better. Oh, yeah? And I'll visit you at the facility. I'm sure you will. Oh, but what if they're very strict about visiting hours? That'd be a bummer, wouldn't it? For the first time in a long time, I feel like I have the upper hand. It's going to my head. And who knows, maybe I'll tell them I don't want any visitors. Focus on your recovery? Yeah, of course. That's good. I want you to be healthy, darling. She stops exercising me mid-motion. I can wait. How long do you think I waited before? I'm a patient girl. Her fingers find their way up my inner leg. I can wait, no problem. Because after this is done, you'll be mine again. All mine. Forever. I grab her by the wrist. My fingernails dig into her skin. Ouch. You're hurting me. Shut up. How come? What makes you so... I'm never living with you again. You know that. Oh, sweetie. You'll do as I say. Ugh. Of course. You still have Grace. Well, yes. That's one reason. But there's one much dearer to my heart. Do you know what it is? I glare back. It's that you love me. I don't. You do. You love me even if you don't know you love me. Deep down, you love me more than anything in the world. Just like I love you. But you've spent so long living all these lives that you've started believing them yourself. Don't worry, though. I'll help you remember all over again. She finally lets go of me. Get plenty of rest. You have a lot ahead of you. She goes away, leaving me to myself in my broken body. That night, I dream of how I got to be like this. The evening of the day Grace told me we would kill Anna together, I worried so much that I got a fever. Goodness. I was laying down on the bed, and I put a cold, wet towel over my forehead. I did think you had a bit of a fever, but you said you were fine when I left. I mumbled something. I might have been trying to tell her to stay away. It was seeing Anna, thinking about what she'd do to her, that had scared me so much that it made me feel sick. I was weak. I can't understand what you're saying. Whatever it is, you can tell me later. For now, just rest. My thermometer reading made her frown. If this goes up any more, I'm taking you to the hospital. I croaked out that I was fine. Oh, sweetie, you will be fine, but only if you do as I say. Try to get some sleep. I'll get you some medicine and a nice cup of ginger root tea. Thanks. I managed to sleep for the next hour, though I'd wake up constantly. After that, I took a shower. The water was so cold on my skin it hurt, but Anna had warned me not to set it hot, so I didn't. Put in the first sheet of clothes, then I lay down on the clean sheets Anna had laid out. Within 10 minutes, everything was clammy with sweat again. Anna didn't blame me. She didn't have a bad word to say. Didn't even sigh, though I knew she was tired. She was a saint. She was being so kind to me, and I was going to help kill her. There must be, I thought, some other way. I couldn't let this end in violence. I just couldn't. So my fever-numb brain came up with the best plan it could. I don't know, Jack. Are you sure? Yes, I feel so much better now. I could take a day off. It'll probably be fine. I'll be okay. See? I handed her the thermometer. It was a mercury thermometer, and I carefully let it reach only a near fever point. I didn't lie when I said I felt better, but I did still have a fever. Well, alright then. Please stay safe and call if there's any problems. Anything at all, okay? Okay. She left, and I got to work. There was a trace of my past somewhere in the apartment. There had to be. I didn't know where it was, or what it would look like, but I hoped that Anna had brought something with her here. I was going to find it. Then I'd confront Anna with it, and whatever happened after that, I wasn't going to let anyone get killed. I really should have done this before, I thought. It would have saved me a lot of grief. But it was no use thinking about what could have been, so I searched. I didn't have to search long. I found that I was looking for Anna's nightstand in the top drawer. It was the only thing there. Anna had come to trust me so much that she hadn't bothered hiding it, or she wanted me to find it. When I saw it, I didn't think it was the clue I was looking for. It was a picture book. A badly made one, too. Thick pieces of paper stapled together, the drawings smeared on with crayons. I read it on a whim. I was curious. By the last page, I wasn't curious anymore. This wasn't a picture book, it was a confession. The Little Wolf. There once was a little wolf. It had a mommy wolf and it had a daddy wolf, but mommy wolf and daddy wolf didn't love the little wolf. Why is that? They didn't love it, and they didn't love each other, and they fought and fought and fought and fought, and then one day something happened, and the little wolf was all by itself. But the little wolf didn't stay alone for long. One day, a family of sheep took it in. There was a mommy sheep and a daddy sheep, and the little lamb, and the big dog named Buddy. They were a happy family, but they didn't like wolves. Daddy sheep said to the little wolf, wolves should all be locked away, and he also said, you are lucky to be alive. They did not know that the little wolf was a wolf. So the little wolf played along, and it went baa baa like a sheep, and ate grass like a sheep, and for a while it was happy. But it wasn't happy for long. The little wolf was a wolf. It was hungry. It needed to hunt. It knew how to hunt too. It had seen Daddy Wolf hunt. It had seen him do all things like that. The first thing the little wolf hunted was a big dog named Buddy. Mommy sheep and daddy sheep were really scared. Oh no, they said. There are wolves around. We should be careful. They didn't know the little wolf had done it. But the little lamb did know. The little lamb didn't let the little wolf. The little wolf was afraid. The little lamb was going to tell mommy sheep and daddy sheep everything. And it did tell them, but the sheep didn't believe the little lamb. They didn't believe one word. Why is that? And days passed, and weeks passed, and the little wolf was hungry again. Very hungry. So one night it went to Mommy Sheep and Daddy Sheep's room. It ripped them open while they were sleeping. Got their blood all over itself. And then the little wolf went to the little lamb. The little lamb was awake. The little lamb had heard the noise of its parents being hunted. It saw the blood, and it smelled the blood too. The little wolf came closer, and as the little wolf came closer, it saw that the little lamb was not a lamb at all. It was a wolf. Just like the little wolf. It had been hiding here with all those sheep. Maybe it did not even know that it was a wolf. The little wolf did not kill it. The little wolf could not hunt one of its own. So the little wolf went away. Before it left, the little wolf promised they would meet again. There would be two wolves in a world of sheep. You bitch. I found it hard to stand back up. Oh, you bitch. This is what you wanted me to remember? This is what you. This cycle had taken everything from me. I'd almost done it so a second time. And for what? I swear, I spoke out loud. I imagined my family there with me. The family she'd taken. I swear I'd what? Not even killing her seemed enough anymore. Or maybe it would be enough. As long as we made it hurt. Where am I? I stirred, only slightly awakening, dazed, not knowing if what I'm feeling around me is a dream or delusion or reality. I'm sitting up, but I'm not sitting still. There is rumbling underneath me. There is wind in my face. Somehow, through all this, I sense that it's nighttime. I try to speak. My lip mouth only managed a rasping breath. Oh? Awake already? Tisk, tisk, that won't do. A familiar bee sting of pain pinches the back of my neck. I feel myself sinking. Then I feel nothing. I am gone. No more rumbling, no more wind in my face, no more me. By the time Anna came home, I had been stewing in my hate for hours. My hate had my hate for her had become a living thing, eating away at me. I'm back. Jack, hello? Tried to say hi back, but I couldn't. If I said anything at all, the hate would come spilling out of me, and it wasn't time yet. Where are you, Jack? Anna sounded worried. This made me happy. I couldn't fake it anymore. If she saw me, she would know. I ran to the bathroom, slammed the door, and shut and locked it. I'll be here, I thought. Till it's time. I'll stay here. If I see her, I'll lose my mind. Anna's footsteps came pattering over where I was. Sweetie, are you okay? She tried the handle, found it locked. You're still sick? Oh, I knew I shouldn't have gone to work. There was a pause, then she tried it again, to open the door. Hey, at least say something. You're scaring me. Jack, can you hear me? I'm fine. Sigh of relief. Oh, good. Let me in now, darling. No. I'm staying here for a while. Please open the door, Jack. You don't sound good at all. You sound like you're in pain. I said I'm fine. It came out in a long moment of silence. But please tell me what's wrong. This time I didn't answer. I lay on the cold tiled floor. I would stay like this until I felt it was about 6 o'clock. It's not like I had a clock in here with me, but it was better to guess than to go out now. Jack, go away. She walked away, and I thought that was it. But I heard her come back a minute later. Coming in, Jack. Stand back from the door. The hell are you? Something large and heavy struck the door. Stop it! It struck again, and then once more. The flimsy wooden door was starting to cave in at the handle. Any more and it would splinter. Anna, stop. There was a dull thud as she let something heavy drop to the floor. Come out, then. I hesitated. All right. She grunted as she picked her tool back up again. No, wait! Stop, I'm coming out. The door handle was smashed so badly that it almost refused to open. Oh, Jack. Anna dropped what turned out to be a sledgehammer. Dropped it next to her purse, which was on the floor. She all but jumped on me with open arms. Don't do that to me again. I backed off away from her. Something is wrong. I can feel it. What happened, Jack? Nothing happened. Is it your... She went to feel my temperature with her hand, but I slapped it away. Don't touch me. My words stunned her for a second. And we were making such great progress. What went wrong? You know what went wrong. You know damn well. Everything's been wrong, ever since the beginning. You're not making it any sense, Jack. For now, just calm down. It's going to be alright. No, stay away from me. My back touched the wall. I stumbled. Anna bent down as if to tie her shoelaces. I saw her hand go into her purse. Then she leapt. She was on me before I could react. I thought she stabbed me with something. Cut me then and there. Instead, she wrapped her arms around me and put her lips to mine. Tried to pry her off, but she coiled herself around my body like a snake. I couldn't find purchase. I panicked. Her kissing was violent, hardly kissing at all. More like she was biting my lips off. I tried to put my hand around us and rip her from me, but Anna wouldn't budge. I felt powerless. I couldn't even scream. I tried to, but it was too muffled for anyone to hear. Then, in a moment of luck, I managed to stumble around, Anna still on me, until she was the one with her back to the wall. I half ran, half fell into the wall. Anna took the brunt of the impact. Owie. That hurt. She was down on her knees now, rubbing the back of her head with her left hand. Go fuck yourself. My lips pulsed with pain, felt raw. I touched them, and my hand came back bloody. God damn it. You're a real... I realized very late that there had been another flash pain during a struggle, feeling like someone had pinched me very strong on my left shoulder. I looked at the spot and found nothing there. Anna. What was... Anna looked at me, smiled, and opened up her right hand. It took me a few seconds to see what she was holding there. My eyes were having trouble focusing. Oh. A syringe. An empty syringe. Oh shit. That sure was tricky. What did you drug me with? She wavered the question away. There was no concern of mine. Something to help you go into a nice long sleep. Isn't that nice? Then we can begin our re-education. Your re-education. Don't fuck with me. I took a step towards her. My legs felt heavy. Was it just me, or was it already getting hard to move? I'll never go through that again. You hear? I grabbed her, but my hand struck the wall instead. Almost a second after, Anna had moved out of the way. Easy now. She put a hand on my shoulder. Just what are you trying to do? Fuck off. I twisted around to get at her. But it was like moving underwater. Oh, please don't do this, Jack. You're making it too fun to tease you. I won't be able to hold back. I stumbled down, just barely catching myself before my head hit the floor. My eyes wandered up to the ceiling. My limbs were lead, whatever. I felt I could not move. There you go. Help. I was a fly. Help. Trapped in a spider's web. Honestly, what are you doing? Help. There's no way out. Stop that. Help! The neighbors will think we're weird. I wanted to shout again, but something caught my throat, and instead I nearly coughed my lungs out on the floor. Are you all tuckered out now, sweetie? Goodness, you really had some fight in you. You're pretty scary. Next time I'll definitely... what's that? I heard it then too. The front door rattled, and someone banged on it twice. Ah, Anna laughed. I think I know who this is. And it dawned on me too. Tried to shout again, but it was still coughing. Anna went to the front door on tiptoes and checked the peephole. She had put a hand over her mouth to stop herself from giggling. To tell me, she mouthed the words. Guess who? I knew who. She was here early, and had failed her. Anna waited until the banging started again. A single fluid motion, she unlocked the door, opened it, and stood back. Ah! Grace stumbled in, her toothpick and of a knife in hand. Jack! What? Anna was a blur. She elbowed Grace in the stomach, then jumped back as if expecting Grace to slash at her. Grace did nothing of the sort. Her knife slipped from her hand, and she fell right after it. Huh? That's it? Really? After closing and locking the door again, Anna stepped closer, fearless now. She kicked Grace in the ribs. You invaded someone's home, and this is all you can do? Someone's precious home? Please, stop. I'm sorry. Anna sighed. You're hopeless. She went to her purse and rummaged through it. I knew you had your hand in this. You're the only one who can corrupt my Jack this way. Well, no more. Anna brought back another syringe, this one still filled with a clear liquid. This is a Jack dose. Try not to die, okay? Stop. Stop that. I had managed to stand back up. I wasn't going to let this freak hurt Grace. Leave her alone. For Christ's sake, don't do that. Do what? I looked again. It had already been done. The syringe was empty. I'd been too slow. Sit down and be a good patient boy again. While I decide what I'll do with this girl. Anna wandered off into another room. She shouted from there. Do we have any rope, Jack? I'm sure I brought some. I rushed where Grace was on the floor. She wasn't squirming in pain anymore. Instead, she was lying incredibly still. For a second I thought she was dead, and my heart sank. But she was still alive. She was breathing quick, shallow breaths. Her eyes were closed but fluttering. Shit. I needed to get her to a doctor. I looked up to the entrance. By some miracle, Anna had left the key in the door. What about duct tape, Jack? Hey, Jack. I managed to turn the key in the lock, even in the state I was in. Turned back to Grace. Thought she probably couldn't hear me. I had to tell her something. Grace, I'll go get help. We'll be back soon. I couldn't carry her out. I was on the verge of collapsing on my own. The best I could do was get someone down on the street to help me. I turned the handle using both hands. The door wouldn't open. What the? Oh no. The door was bolted shut. Anna must have added the bolt lock on her own. Mine and Grace's apartment didn't have one. I wanted to unlock it, but my fingers wouldn't move like I wanted them to. I tried and tried again. At best I managed to get my nails caught in the bolt, almost ripping them off. I nearly cried from frustration. Damn it, damn it, damn it! On the verge of giving up and letting go, I looked around the small apartment and found my means of escape. I'll either have to use my really nice cuffs on her or go to the... Jack? Where are... Oh, shit. Anna had seen me hanging out the window legs first. She ran over to me. I slid further back. Jack, you'll fall. Yeah? It was a miracle I'd slide back, curtains opened the window with my useless hands. Stay away from me. Holding onto the window sill with open palms, and I was slipping. No, you'll hurt yourself. Take my hand. I glanced at the street below. When I got to climb out, it didn't look like much of a drop. This was only the second floor after all. Now I wasn't so sure. There was so much empty space between me and the hard concrete. Take my hand, Jack. If I landed well, though, I'd be fine. Probably. What are you waiting for? Anna grabbed my wrist. Bye! My hands let go. I was not connected to anything. I floated. The impact knocked the wind out of me. There wasn't much pain, but I knew I'd landed badly. I looked down at my body. My leg was a shape no leg should be. I came back to consciousness, gasping for air. I look at my leg. There's a blanket over it. I push the blanket aside. My leg is there, in a cast. It's ramrod straight. The sight calms me. Only then do I realize that I'm not in the hospital bed. I'm in a wheelchair, in some abandoned place. It's cold. Good morning, sleepyhead. Anna is there, with a large sack of who knows what at their feet. I wait until my breath is back before speaking. Of course you're here. Has there ever been a bad moment in my life without you? He says nothing, only smiles. I look around. So you kidnapped me. The hospital will find you. No. I didn't kidnap you, dear. You were discharged. I did all the paperwork and everything. You got out a little early. I'm sure that makes you glad. But you were sleeping, so I had to sign for you as well. Doctor didn't mind much, though. He even let me cancel your rehab facility stay. God damn it. That asshole of a doctor. So nobody is looking for me. This is it. She asked me where she wants me. She's won. Or at least that's what I want her to think. I slip my thumb under the cast and smile. It's still there. Right where I put it. Why did you bring me here, Anna? And where is here? You mean you don't recognize it? Take a look outside. Take a look at the busted windows. We were fairly high up. On the ground below us is a sea of tall grass. In the middle of the grass is a square of dark concrete. This is where you showed your love to me. By burning everything that remained of that girl. Tell me where she is now. Oh? I'm surprised how nonchalant you were about this. Anna kicks the bag at her feet, and it whines. Oh God. It isn't a bag, it's Grace, bound and gagged. Untie her, goddammit! Can't you see she's hurt? She's not hurt. She's fine, see? Anna removes the rag she stuffed in Grace's mouth. I gave her water and kept her fed and everything. Well, most of the time. But I tell you what, she used to be a real handful. Grace only stares blankly. Let's go, Grace, you monster. Let Grace go. Take those cuffs off. Grace's arms are cuffed behind her back. Her legs are cuffed together, too. She's mumbling something now. Let her go yourself. I'll give you the key. Anna dangles the key in my face. It's never that easy with you. What do you want? Are you serious? Are you actually serious? You're asking me what I want, Jack? I want to be the same gosh darn thing I've been telling you all this time. I want you to remember us. Well, I remember. You do? My feelings came pouring out of me. I've kept them bottled up for too long. Yes, I do. You killed my family, my father, my mother, and even my fucking dog. There. Are you happy, you sick freak? Sorry, little picture book. That's how you have fun, is it? Reminiscing? Is that why you want me to remember too, huh? So you can see me scream and beg for my life? Well, fuck you. I'm not begging or anything. Take out the scalpel I stole from the doctor and hid it under my cast. If you come any closer, I'll gut you, I swear. Now let Grace go. This is between you and me only. She has nothing to do with it. Don't ruin more people's lives than you already have. Jack. I'm not asking twice. Do it. Oh, Jack. Anna heaved a resigned sigh. You really know how to disappoint a girl. When you said, darn it, I should have known, but for a second, what the hell are you talking about? Jack, you. Fine. I'm done trying to do this, even though it would have been so romantic. What do you. I feel something bad coming. She reaches into her purse, takes out something small. She lets it fall to the ground. It's my journal. My hands are shivering. I don't understand. Jack? What? You got it all wrong. Even after seeing the picture book, I didn't kill your family. You killed mine. Her words are ones I hadn't considered. I hadn't dared consider them. But now that they've been said, I know that they are true. And the truth hits me like a bullet between the eyes. The dam I've had in my brain for 15 years spills over. Memories come gushing out. Where am I? I'm somewhere dark and cramped. A hidey hole. I'm hiding. I'm back there. I don't think I've really left. Where are you, Jack? Stop running away. No. No. Please don't let him find me. Please. Please, 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 please. There you are. Pain. So much pain it makes me vomit. I'm not used to it yet. I'll never be used to it. I don't think anyone could live with this pain. I can't. Mom, help me. Cold eyes, like she is looking at dirt. It's always like this. Day in, day out. It will never stop. But one day it does stop. There is silence. Nothing but silence. The quiet's a bottomless, it's nothing it lets nothing exist, especially not me. It isn't bad. There is no pain. But things start moving again. I have no say in the matter. I am being swept along. It's alright now, Jack. You're safe with us. A pair of warm strangers. Can't even imagine how tough it was for you. You can call me Mom if you want, but you don't have to. Mom? Yes? Oh, thank you so much, Jack. We love you. They pretended to be nice. They pretended to like me. They gave me food to eat and give give me books to read and all sorts of the other things. They're trying to make me like them. They're very clever. But I'm more clever than they are. Somebody kills their dog. I like the dog. They must have killed the dog. It's what they'll do to me, too. I know what they are like. What they're all like. I don't want to die. I've got used to living again. So one night, I take a knife. Oh, God. I visit the girl they're keeping with their blood still on me. I did it. Did what? What was that noise? I thought it would be obvious with all that blood. I saw it anyway. They're dead. Dead? The girl's eyes wide open. Her grip on her pillow tightens. It was Mom and Dad. I thought she'd be happy. But she starts crying. They're not happy tears. They're sad tears. Scary tears, too. She's holding the pillow between us like she wants it to protect her. She's afraid of me. Why? You're free now. They won't hurt you. She cries harder. It's so piercing in my ears. I don't understand. I did a good thing. I'll see you later. The crying is so loud I have to go outside. It's cold. Steam rises from the warm blood. I did a good thing, didn't I? I did. But there's doubt now. I think of their eyes when they woke up with their necks opened up. They weren't angry. I didn't know what they were. Now I think they were sad. I'm confused. So confused. I've never been this confused. I dropped the knife. Sobs come out of me even though I don't want to cry. It's all too much. The whole world has been crashing down on me. I can't handle it. I'll break. I hear a voice then. It's coming from inside me. It's my own voice. It's whispering. It says, "This did not happen to you. It didn't happen to it didn't happen at all to anyone. It was all a dream. You forget about it in the morning." So I lay down and I sleep. In my morning I've forgotten. It all comes back to me in a single flash of understanding. I sit there for a minute, barely breathing as the weight of it passes over me. When I finally look around again, I realize my jaw hurts. I've been clenching it. Did you? Yes. I remember now. Anna still looks suspicious of me. Can you prove it? You used to have short hair, Anna. I teased you about it, and I said you look like a boy. You're. Anna takes a few steps towards me. She collapses with her head in my lap. You're back. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I could die. I run my fingers through her hair. I couldn't help but pity her. Anna starts talking, but her sobs make it harder for her to speak. I knew if I waited, you'd come back to me. That was really cruel, what you did. You showed me everything, and then went away. I offer her the end of my blanket. She blows her nose on it and takes few deep breaths to calm herself. Thanks. You taught me everything you know, Jack. Can never thank you enough for that. First, I was scared and hated you. I was really stupid, huh? But the more I thought about you, and I thought about you a lot, the more the became so obvious. You showed me what the world is really like. There are sheep and there are wolves. You are a wolf, and I am too, right? That's what you saw in me back then, right? That's why you spared me. That's why I love you, because we were made for each other. Really. You love me? I do. I love you. I love you. Okay. And you love me too. I see. Anna kisses me on the cheek before picking the scalpel up from the ground. I drop it at some point. She places it gently in my lap, then wheels me over to Grace. Grace is lying on her side. Her eyes are focused now. They're looking at me, but I can't help but feel she's not seeing me. I'm close enough to hear the words she's hissing out. Kill her. Kill her. Kill her. Please. There's a whistling quality to her voice. I bend down and pull her lips back. She's missing some teeth. I turn to Anna. Well, that's, how many? Just 4. No more than that. And I didn't enjoy it or anything. She just really wouldn't shut up until I did that. Anna's eyes dart sideways. I follow them and see a pair of pliers on the ground alongside a towel and a bottle of what might be rubbing alcohol. Are you mad? I don't answer. How do I feel? I didn't kill Buddy. What? You didn't? No. Then who did? I shrug. Could have been anyone. I know Anna thinks it over, but eventually also shrugs. Oh, it doesn't matter, really. I guess it doesn't.